Hello everyone on YouTube and welcome to a new 3D Artcore tutorial. Probably for the third time today I'm trying to make this tutorial because all of sort of problems I have here. Okay, never mind. Okay, so as you already know, what you're going to learn today is actually this kind of model, okay? I call it matchsticks structure, okay, and it's actually in this picture it's used on a 3D text, and we do need to create this on our own, and probably the time that it will take can last as much as you will use more letters, or if you wish to combine it with any other kind of structures, maybe buildings, I don't know what, if you're intending to do so. So it can take much longer, the process of doing it, but mainly we will focus on two parts how to create this. The first part will just demonstrate what and how we achieving this structure, and the second part will touch the lighting and the overall scene setup. Okay, so let's start, and let's first load Maya. Maya. Yep, here is Maya. Okay, so as always, shading, smooth wireframe just to make the lines here smooth enough. And the first thing we will do is to create just a minor setup for my create polygons, lose the interactive creation because I don't use it, and one more thing. Usually I'm using Mental Ray for my render engine, so just to make sure that it's loaded, you go over Windows, Setting Preferences, Plugin Manager, and you check on this list, but probably it will be down here, this bundle which called Maya2mr.bundle. You need to make sure that both of those boxes are checked and click Close. Then go over render setting here and choose from the render using Mental Ray. From the common tab here we will choose presets of 720 HD, okay, switch to the quality tab, max sample level of 3, okay, and indirect lighting. I first want you to go over Google. For those who already know how to apply HDRI map, please go on and do so. Those who don't, you go over Google, type in HDRI map, and choose search. Okay, so after you will do so, you need to find one of the things that will appear here is the iRes HDRI map pack 1 by Smash method on DeviantArt. Okay, click on it, and this person is providing from his Protofilo pack of HDRI maps, which are basically HDR files. Okay, you click here, download. You don't need to register or something. Just download it and move on. Keep the folder that you will download somewhere safe on your computer, on your desktop, somewhere where it's reachable, and then go over back to Maya. Here in the indirect lighting, you choose image-based lighting, click create, and then you will see this over here. So here you choose image name, this folder icon, and you navigate to this particular folder you just downloaded. Okay, so now I'm entering inside, and what you will see there is only this JPEG picture and this folder. This is my own folders. Okay, so this is the folder, and you will have 30 HDR files, and this JPEG, it's actually the catalog of these files. Okay, so this way you can know this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Okay, so that way you can know which reflection you will get using which HDR IMAP. Okay, so I'm using my own, so these are other packs. I'm loading it by choosing this particular file. By the way, you can choose HDR, so not JPEG, but you can use JPEG if it's JPEG. As long as it's in good quality, that's good. Now, what actually we've done here is we applied kind of sphere into our scene, but it doesn't supposed to be that small. It should be very big, and somehow something I messed up something here. So I will undo this and undo that, and I will try to create a new one. Maybe this time it will work. Choose open, and apparently not Windows. Okay, let me reset things here. Okay, not here, Windows, setting preferences, edit, revert to save, restore default setting. Okay, save, and delete this thing. You know what? New scene. I'm not sure what's going on today, but believe me, it's not me. Okay, so as I told you, mental array, just get through this. Quality of max level 3. Indirect lighting, create. Oh. Open, and 5. Okay, so whatever will be the case, it should be big like this. I'm not sure what's happening here. Just press 5 in order to see this thing, this picture on top of this sphere. Okay, this is the HDR image-based lighting sphere, and we want it to be big as like this. Okay, now let's create a plane. Okay, so I'm creating a plane and stretching it to something like this, and then maybe I will take this sphere and make it bigger even more. Okay, now you go over create, choose text, this little box here, checkbox here, you click on top of it, and here at the text field you just type whatever you want. You make sure that poly is selected, you click on this little arrow. Here you can choose any font you like. Now most of the fonts will work, most of them not. I'm not sure which part of them are, and okay. Either way, most of them should work, so choose something which looks pretty much good. I prefer impact font. Okay, choose bold, choose 12, and make sure you click OK and create. Okay, now thing is, something is strange. They are appearing very small somehow. So I want you to get to something like this. Now both selected, both of the letters, okay, the 3 number and the D, both are selected, but they are not really combined together. You can, if I will click on top of one of them will just be unselected. So hold down the shift, choose it again, and click mesh. If you don't see the mesh, make sure that you are at polygon here, choose mesh, combine. Okay, after that you go over modify, center pivot, and you bring this over here just so you can get rid of those curves. Okay, so I'm selecting the curves, unselecting the plane because the plane was selected also, and tap on delete on your keyboard. Now we'll get back to those and bring them back to the center and just a little bit above the plane. And now what you should do, you go over extrude, click once, and you pull the, you get this gadget here. So this is the extrude gadget. You click and hold on the blue arrow and pull it over this side, but make sure the thickness is like this, okay? And then you click once again on the extrude and again catch this, hold, and stretch it to about same width, okay? Again click, and actually I will do this 4 times, okay? So I will have 4 sections here, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Now this is just to make this text to look much more, not sure what the words, I used the word more more constructive, more construct, just so it will be more with more details, okay? So what we should do from now is tap on F8 to bring it back to object mode. Object mode is the green lines here. You go over mesh and choose triangulate. So the triangulate will split all the faces into half over all this text, as you can see. And this what will give us those, this is actually those extra lines which make it look a little bit more construct, okay? And now what I want to do is I want to right click on top of them, choose edge, and click and hold and mark all this area, okay? There are crazy little kids down there, sweet kids. Now we selecting all those edges, and what you should do is click on extrude again, and now we are extruding the edges, not the faces, the edges, okay? But you pull the blue arrow just a little bit, and I will show you in a second how much. Not doesn't have to be that much thick, okay? You just pull it. By the way, it's turning to yellow, but the blue cube will indicate that this is the blue arrow, okay? So if you left it for some reason, so this is how you know that this is the blue one. So something like this, you see, and this should be enough. What you do from now, you tap on F8 to bring it back to object mode, and this is maybe the most time consuming in this process. What you do is you select, right click on top of them, choose face, choose this face, shift, hold down the shift and start, select only those big faces, okay? So I will do just a little bit, and I ain't gonna do all of those because I'm trying to make those tutorials short and just to deliver the basic idea, and what I'm trying to show you is that you just picking all those big faces, this one not, so control and select to unselect and get closer so you can see better things. There are few areas here that you can still pull some faces from them, so make sure you do this because otherwise you will get very thick areas, edges. And there are faces just like this, okay? They're the same structure, the middle ones, and there is a frame around it. So even though it looks very crowded here. This is okay, so you pick those and delete them. What you do is you tap delete and they will be deleted. Okay, so this left you with this structure, and basically you got the idea, right? There's nothing more to explain. You just start to extract them or delete them from these frames. Okay, just like so, picking them, holding the shift, click, choose them, and after you done some of them, so you can just press delete and they will be deleted. Now also the thing is that you don't trust your eyes too much. Try to zoom in and see things better, so you won't accidentally choose the frames, because the frames are the pieces that we need. My cat here is she wants to go out, but she is sick. She got cold and we don't want to release her. Okay, so so I hope you already figuring out what's going to happen with this structure, and maybe a little few more. Just want the top to be revealed, so it's better to demonstrate later on how it will look. Okay, sorry, delete. So one more thing, when I chose to triangulate, it saves me more edges. Okay, more of those edges that right now there are like more structure to this number. Okay, to the 3 number, and this is what I wanted to get. Okay, and it looks much more beautiful when it looks like this. Okay, and that's it. So after this, what we should do is I want you to try to choose some texture for your floor. This will be the floor. Okay, and what we need to do first is choose the letters and right click on top of them and hold, and choose assign favorite material, Lambert. Okay, after you choose Lambert, you will get this attribute editor open, and from the color you choose the white color. Okay, don't ask me why, just choose it and it will be okay later on. Now choose the floor, right click on top of it and choose assign favorite material again, but this time choose bleen. Okay, and here from the attribute editor for the bleen you choose the checkered box, then you will get this pop-out menu, choose file, and from here right now again from the attribute editor you will see this image name and this folder icon. Click on it, and this time I want you to navigate to the desktop and to your texture, your own texture. Okay, it's not like you have this texture folder, you need to build it. You need to download pictures, textures from the web and use them. So this is my own private collection. I use it for almost 4 years. It's funny, but most of it are like things that I've cut off things or found that they're pretty much needed. Okay, so I will use this floor, okay, which I used also at my other pictures I showed you at the beginning. So I choose it, and you will see the thumbnail here, okay? Thumb picture. Now, from here, what you do, you change to, first you press 6 on your keyboard to see it, okay? So you can see it. This is how it looks. Now, I want you to switch to the Place 2D Texture 1 tab, and where it says Repeat UV, instead of 1, type in 10 for the U, and for the V also 10, and hit enter. So then it will create much more pieces. It's like more coverage for this plane. No, it was the same coverage, but still yet it's like more pieces of the floor. It's just minimize the picture and copy it repeatedly on this plane. So from here, what you do, you click again on the floor, okay, or maybe outside the floor and then the floor again, just so you can see those 4 tabs. And then choose Boolean, and you will see the shader again. Here what you do, you scroll down to the specular shading, and from 0.7 you just lower it to about 350, the specular color a little bit, also the reflectivity to somewhere about 250, okay, 250, it's fine. And my cat is again yelling. And then you go over mental ray, and from the mental ray tab you scroll to the MI reflection, not refraction but reflection, blur, and type in 4 and hit the enter. Then you scroll down to the photon attributes, click on the derive from Maya, and click uncheck this box and click the take setting from Maya. Then for the shininess, instead of 70 you type in 14, specular color, lower it a bit, reflectivity, don't touch it much, don't touch it at all, and most important, the color. If you put your mouse cursor over the color name and right click and choose break connection, this will break the connection that's been applied to this feature, the color, and then you click on the black color, choose the sampler, and with the sampler you choose any area inside this, any bright area in this sphere, okay, this shader. So turns into white, and that's okay, that's pretty much okay, this is what I want. But sometimes Maya have bugs and it can appear as purple or blue, so don't pay attention, okay, for it. Now, last thing is to, where it says bump mapping, you click on the checkered box again, choose file again, okay, we have lots of background noises, sorry, and then you switch to the file if it's not already there, to the file 2, and where it says image name, you click on this folder icon, and again back navigate to your texture files folder and choose the same exact texture, okay, so it was floor. Now I'm using the same picture just for those black lines. All the white areas which are more lighted, the brown ones will in some way peeking out, and the black will remain down, and this is how it works, bump mapping. So because it has those hard lines, those bricks kind of look, this is what will give the illusion that this floor is like made of pieces and not just a flat floor, okay? And choose open. Now you can determine how much effect you will have to this bump. So you can do it by clicking here, I think, Oh, sorry, let's back with the upper arrow, and again, nope, once, twice, and again. Nope, I'm a little bit confused. Bump, never mind, we can reach it through the hypershade, so rendering editor, hypershade, and if you will open the hypershade and click on top of it with your middle mouse key and drag it over here, so you can click on it, choose this graph input and output connections, and then if you don't see any, it's kind of weird stuff is going on here. It should be automatic, but maybe I done something wrong with the shader. Maybe the bump should come somewhere. Oh yeah, the bump should come here, not there. So I will break the connection, and I will, while the hypershade is still open, you go up here and click and hold down the middle mouse key and drag it over here, so you can see this frame, and then you will get this bump node. Okay, so this is how you control how much it will bump. So bump the path should be 1, maybe, I don't know, 0.2. Okay, and then we can take a first render just to see how it looks. So I thought that maybe I will do this in 2 parts, but apparently I will make it with 1 part, and that's it. So we shall see in a second. I think I have some issue here with this line in the middle. Not sure why it's so... No, it doesn't look that good. No, it doesn't look good at all. I will stop this render and try to see, bring it back to 1, file, and then I will open the hypershade. Apparently what I will need to do is what I thought it will be by automatic. I will catch this place to the node of the bump map, okay, and I will do the same, repeat UVs 10 by 10, and that way it will be as it's supposed to be. But as you can see, the coverage make this sphere shader look very hard, and that's not what we want. So what we want is to hold down the bump and set it. Okay, I'm clicking on it, and then I can switch between the tabs for it, and just insert 1.1. Okay, so it won't be that hard. Okay, now get closer, and if you didn't if it wasn't easy for you to follow the steps, so try to rewind it and watch again. Apparently didn't worked as I wanted to be, but okay, this is, you see, the wood looks very bold, and it's okay, it's pretty much okay, but I will stop this render and maybe I can lower it even more, 0.5, no, this mean 0.05. Okay, that way it won't be that with hard lines. Okay, more or less it's okay. I can see here what's going on, so let's leave it as it is. Now now let's create the lights. Okay, so before we creating the light, I want to create another plane. It's here in the middle. Okay, so I will first scale it and bring it just a little bit above, and then I will scale it some more, but I want to stretch it more as like this. Okay, and then use the rotate tool in order to rotate it like so. But first hold down the J on your keyboard and start to pull it to over here, so it will snap to 90 degrees. Then you can move it to the background to somewhere here. Okay, like this. Okay, now we have plenty of floor and plenty of background, so from which angle you choose to take a photo for this 3D, it will be okay. Now maybe I will just a bit change this, and yeah, this way maybe we will get more. Okay, so let's make this bigger. That will be smarter. Now still we have empty I guess I'm doing it pretty much scrambling. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So now the next thing is either way you choose already, you remove all those faces and everything. It doesn't look that thick, the lines, and you want them to be so like more thicker. So what you do is you just grab them in object mode, click extrude, and again you can pull them a little bit outside. Now be aware that it will look strange because I didn't remove those faces. Just pay attention for those will be with much more hard lines. Okay, and that way it won't look so breakable, you know. You do want it to look something gentle, but not that gentle. Okay, and that's enough. F8 to bring it back to object mode, and let's create the lights. First light will be the point light, so create point light. It will appear in the middle of your grid. Put it here, and I'm not sure why it has this, but I don't need this. It appears only when it wants to appear. I don't need this. Surely don't need this. Okay, so the move tool, and now it should be above the 3D title, and the color for it should be just a little bluish. Okay, so something like this. Okay, baby bluish, and the color will be the intensity will be 0.3. Yeah, somewhere there. Now leave it as it is. Create light, spotlight, and bring it here. Okay, and then while it's selected, choose panel, look through selected, and you will see the lights point of view. So you can move the same way you navigating on your work area, and we need the 3D title to be as much as close to this green circle. Okay, like this. Yeah, but not too much. You can take a little bit backwards. but the angle of this, very important. You need to come from the right, okay, of the 3D title, just about so. Now, for the cone angle, leave it at 40. For the Panemubura, I'm not sure, I don't know how to say this. Okay, just type in 20 and whatever, and drop off 2. I can read this. Penumabra. This is funny. Okay, so never mind. Yeah, somewhere here. Now, I do want you to choose shadow and use ray trace shadow. Okay, and you can leave it as it is, or maybe play with it later on. Then go to panels, perspective, and choose perspective. So now we have this light comes from the right, and while it's still selected, Control D to duplicate it, switch to move tool, and bring it to the left side. And again, while this selected, choose panels, look through selected. Now we are navigating, same thing, but just a little bit upper. You see, here is the other one, and we are here. And yeah, just like so. Make it like so. This time, choose just between white and yellow, somewhere like this. Okay, and the intensity 0.55. Okay, like so. And cone angle 60, and the whatever it is 40, and also use ray trace shadow. Okay, so it's already applied because this is a duplicated, and maybe I will get a little bit closer with this. So perspective, panels, perspective, perspective, and let's see what we get. So maybe it will look just a little bit darker than what you've seen in the first photos I showed you. So you can always turn the intensity just a little bit up. Or even to get rid of this awful bump of this floor, which I'm not sure, but if you want to keep this as it was, be my guest. I'm not sure what happened to the shaders. There are a few bugs in Maya right now, or maybe this is me, but the most important thing is so you will see what happened to this Lambert material which we apply to the 3D text, because in this kind of light setup it looks much more better. You barely can tell that this is Lambert, okay? And somehow this light setup give very strong impression to this 3D title, and pretty much it, okay? It looks like here in this area it looks much more like in Hebrew we call it carton. I'm not sure how to say it, that it will sound like this. Carton. Whoa, it's not even the word. I forgot the word. Okay, never mind. But it looks like origami or something. Half origami, half I don't know, bone structure. Okay, so this is pretty much it. The only thing that I will do is maybe still play with the bump mapping. It looks damn awful. Not sure why it's like that, but you can break the connection and then start again, bump mapping, file, choose the file, go over my desktop texture folder and choose this floor again, and hopefully this time the bump will do what it should do. So let's take a render. No, it's already look damn awful. I think what I've done at the beginning was good. So I will break the connection again, and maybe I will use this because this is what I used at the first scene I've done. So file and file 4 and again maybe apply to the both of them. I don't know. No. We don't want to do this. Okay, just like this. Let's see. Don't see how it gets better, but maybe. Yeah, this way it looks fine. Okay, so just a few seconds and okay, done. That's it. So this is how you create this kind of scene, light setup and so on, mainly the 3D text effect, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I did, because this is already also new to me. Took me some time to figure out how to create this thing. I did saw this kind of model in somewhere else, and I was like, that's cool. I wanna know how to do this. So after quick search, I didn't find anything about this, but I mainly understood it by myself, just by I think it's more of the experience and my you have some kind of touch to understand things, how they work in Maya. So took me about 5 minutes to figure it out, and yeah, it pretty much worked. It looks good, and you can change maybe the colors for this structure, so it will look maybe more like wood, but I preferred it as it is, like some paper. Okay, and that's it. So see you next time in the next tutorial. Hope you enjoy this again, and share it. Have a good pleasant year. Wish you all the best, and see you next time. Bye. Wait, still need to turn off my recorder. Yep. Okay, bye.